Here we go. Hello.
Check.
This
Testing.
is
No
No
Gloss.
Gloss. Well, hello there.
Hi, guys.
Oh my goodness. Hi, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Yes.
We got an enormous amount of conversations and feedback from our
my
peptide
goodness.
pod.
Everyone loved it.
Yeah, for sure. And I think what people loved a lot was our different opinions on it.
Yes,
How
for
we both
sure.
were kind of like, okay, you land in one, I land in the other, but we both are willing to see eye to eye and come
Yes.
together. And, we definitely
We
are.
fought it out later.
Yes. A couple punching wars. She would destroy me.
Whatever.
Anyways, so, something we've been noticing lately, can you just talk about this? The flies.
Oh,
Can you, it's unbelievable.
it is an ongoing battle in our house to get the flies. I mean, it's become quite a fun date night of chasing the flies around the house. But
you and
legit,
Jordy.
it's very attractive watching him kill those flies.
Jordy. There's another one. Run.
The funniest one, he was like down our our couch is pretty deep, and once he sits down, it's kind of stuck. And so we have a joke. Like I said, you're gonna have to learn to multitask with Billy because he sits down with our baby Billy and he's, babe, give me the burp rag, babe, give me the water. And I'm like, okay, you gotta multitask,
Right.
But he is in this pit. So a fly was on his foot and he was in the pit. And he's like, watch this. And he tried so hard and he actually got it. He had to do like a crunch to like reach his foot because he's very tall. And he got it with Billy on him. So I was proud.
Oh my goodness.
It was
Way to
very,
go. So do you
It was
understand?
funny.
I mean, did you hear what's going on with the flies?
What is it?
Okay, so it was hilarious because Brent was telling me, like, I can't believe these flies. And I'm like, yeah, for real. And he goes, you know what's going on? And, he'll always say a statement that he's waiting for you to ask a question.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't ask a question, you won't get what's happening. So if I wouldn't have said anything, it would have just ended.
Yeah.
But he's like, I can't believe what's going on with this flies. And I'm like, what is happening? And he said,
Good wife.
yes. And he said, well, apparently in Texas, there's like these worms, like earthworms. There's way too many of them. And so they release like millions of flies.
What?
And so he was telling me this, and I'm like, okay, yeah,
Wait, the
right.
worms?
To eat the eat the worms, because I guess that
Oh.
flies eat the worms, and these
What?
specific type of worms or whatever. And I was like, okay, babe. I mean, that is crazy. He's like, no, seriously. And then I literally came to your house that night, and you were like, can you believe these flies? I'm like, you're kidding me. I can't believe this is a thing right now. So if anybody's seen a ton of flies, that's what's happening. There is some sort of worm that is in Texas, I guess, that we are like, they've got to go. So the worms have got to go. So they've released a fly. I'm like, is this how our world works?
That is so
Because
weird.
I mean, I think this goes along with cloud seeding.
Yeah.
Like,
honestly.
hey, we want to like control what's happening on the planet. So we're going to release millions of flies and annoy the heck out of our residents.
Man.
I am not okay with this.
Ouch,
Get out of here. Anyways, it's just annoying. So I don't know if anybody else has been noticing all those flies, but it's been crazy. Okay, so today we're talking about generosity. Hard pivot. What generosity means to us. And we actually, so as we told you guys, a lot of our conversations come from me and Binker because we talk basically every night and every
Mhm.
morning. And so from our walks, and we just start
And all
talking
day
about
while
something.
she's working, she calls
She's
me.
like 24/7. I'm just talk.
Kidding.
She's in every meeting. She is there. Kidding. Okay, so we talk about like what kind of like you give and you'll receive, that concept that
Mhm.
is a scriptural concept,
Yeah.
but that it's kind of used literally regardless of like spiritual background. It's used and you see God honor it. So tell me first, like, what does generosity mean to you? And then let's talk about it a little bit.
Yes. Okay. So generosity to me, so everybody automatically thinks money when you think of being generous.
Right.
But to me, it's just being selfless in a way that you are giving beyond what you have, just because you think of what I have, what I have, what I have. I can't afford that. I can't afford this. But generosity is going above and beyond that and sacrificing something that you do have in order to bless somebody. That's what I see it as. And
Right.
being able to have a heart of generosity. And it's all in the heart, honestly, because
100%.
you can't just give feeling stingy. And I feel it breaks something in you
It does.
to just give.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
that's what I see it as.
Yes, I totally agree. It's not just money.
No.
It's
Your
time.
time. Yep.
It's energy. It's
Mhm.
resource.
Yep.
It's items.
Mhm.
I think the list goes on and
Yeah.
on. So why do you think that generosity is often only connected to money?
I think that's just
Because it has our heart the most?
No, literally, it does.
I mean,
it does. It does. And I
Yeah.
think today's day and age, that's all. I mean, the world is revolved around money, and I think that's what it's become. You
yeah,
know?
totally. So obviously, like we have heard it, we've grown up in church. So we've
Mhm.
heard like we don't give to receive, but we
Yeah.
give to bless.
Yes.
And we give because God tells us to give.
Yeah.
And we also want to be obedient in as far as like our making sure that nothing has a hold of our heart.
Yes.
And obviously, God is always, always, always after our heart. But also, we've seen this in our life, and that's what we're going to talk about. Is we've seen in our life that when we give, how God really, really blesses that
Yes.
and honors that. So it's not just our money, like we talked about earlier. It's time, kindness, encouragement, showing up for
Yeah.
others. And I think a good example is like when Dad passed.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I have never been so overwhelmed
Yeah.
with kindness and outpouring
No,
from people
literally.
and people that I haven't talked to in years,
Yes.
like pouring out on us
Yeah.
and in so many ways, not
Mhm.
just like money, not just
Yeah.
DoorDash gift cards, like words, thoughtful
Yes.
gifts, thoughtful like things on the porch. And
Mhm.
we both talked about it after that, after we kind of like found our footing a little bit of
Still haven't quite gotten
no,
it.
yeah, we're just like we're rocky,
Mhm.
but we're here.
Yes.
We're walking through. But how crazy it is that like we've shown up for people for years and years. That's
Yeah.
all we've ever done,
Yep.
and that's all we've ever learned. And our
Mhm.
dad has shown up for people
Yeah.
year after year, day after day, constantly. Like I remember him late nights.
Yeah.
Got to run down to the hospital. So and so got admitted. Something's
Yeah.
going on with their family. I mean, that's just been instilled with us. You
Mhm.
give of every single thing that you
Yeah.
have.
Mhm.
So why is it sometimes, do you think, hard for people to give?
I think resentment, a lot of it is resentment and of that other person or fear of not having enough, honestly,
Yep.
because that's the real basic answer, but for real, like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I can't afford it. I can't afford to give. I can't afford to tithe,
Right.
which I will clarify, tithing is what we will give to God, but generosity is above that.
Yes.
So
Yep.
if you think
Yeah.
tithing is being generous, that's just the bare minimum.
That's what you're asked to do.
That's
Yep,
the
yeah.
Bible. It's biblical, and that's what we're asked to do. So that's obedience to God. It's returning what is already His.
Yes.
So I think it's hard for people sometimes to just admit that,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just to get into that posture of being generous because you think I've made this money. It's for me. It's
Right.
stingy.
Yeah.
It's stingy.
It's stingy. And we also live in a culture of I earned this.
Yes.
I deserve this. I
Yes,
did.
I worked
And
hard.
you actually probably did.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, who lifts your name up?
Yeah.
It's God.
Yes.
And He owns everything. The least we
Yeah.
can do is give it back to Him.
Absolutely.
And what is it that Dustin always says? Like people that say they can't afford to tithe have never tithed, but people that have tithed, they say, I can't afford not to tithe.
Yes, absolutely.
Because God just
That's-
always
yes.
come through in so many ways.
Mhm.
And I would say for me, honestly, I can't afford to not give.
Yeah,
I can't
absolutely.
afford to not give a generous life, live a
Absolutely.
generous life, because I feel like it's returned to me 100-fold.
Yes.
It's returned to my family.
Yeah.
And I'm going to kind of skip ahead here, but I think it's really, really easy to
Mhm.
see people that maybe get blessed or
Yeah.
get blessings, and you miss the lifestyle and the principles that they follow,
got
you only
there,
look at
yeah.
the blessing.
Yeah.
Like, wow, well, that's incredible for them.
Right.
They must have worked hard, and I'm sure they
Yes.
did work hard.
Totally.
But at the root of every blessing is a generous spirit on the
Yeah.
other side. I believe that with everything that I am.
Absolutely. And I
Yeah.
have a story on that, which
Yeah,
is super
share it.
cool. This is a personal testimony, but Jordy, my husband, he is a barber, and any other barbers out there, you know, you work off a 1099, so you're earning money, you pay taxes later on in the year, and you know, it's really cool to see God bless him at work, you know, because he's just making, it's not like a salary. It's just what he makes, and tips and all of that. Well, he started tithing off of what he wanted to make each week in
Right.
faith. And he's like, you know what? I'm just going to tithe at what we need to make as a family and like what
Wow.
we want.
Yeah.
And it was a higher amount. And I was like, that's incredible. Like, what a
Right.
what a great idea. Well, ever since he had been doing that, this was a while back he started, and he kept doing it because God honored him for it. But he would make above and beyond that amount. So he would have to tithe more because he's like,
wow.
I already met what I was hoping for.
Yeah.
And now I'm getting above that. So he had to give more, which was so special to us. We were like,
Wow.
wow, God, like that is incredible.
Yeah.
So that's just one testimony. I have billions
Yes,
of testimonies,
yeah.
and we lose sight of the testimonies too. Like
we lose sight of it.
a lot of times we just think, oh,
Right.
that happened. But no, that is like
It's
a
a
direct
miracle.
effect of being generous.
Yes. Everything you get,
Yep.
everything you receive
Yep.
is a miracle,
Mhm.
and it is directly correlated to you being a
Yeah.
blessing.
Yeah.
You can trace it back with people. I mean, I don't know. Don't go do it with some people that are maybe like complaining about not
Yeah.
being blessed. Go look at their life.
Yeah.
Are they being a blessing?
Yep.
And you should ask yourself if you're like,
Yes.
why am I not being blessed? And there are seasons that we gotta put our head down, we gotta
Yeah.
work through. But I guarantee you that, and this is not prosperity, this
Yeah.
is like actual principles in the
Yeah.
Bible. You give and it will be returned to
Yeah,
you.
absolutely.
And that comes in so many ways.
Even
it
in
comes,
words.
it comes in words.
encourage people.
Yes. And we should be just freely giving of
Mhm.
our time, our kindness, our words, our encouragement. Like me and Binker, we get free stuff everywhere we go.
Literally.
I'm telling you, like, it's actually pretty wild
Yes.
that we get free stuff everywhere we
like
go.
Billy just got her first Yeti.
Oh yeah, tell
for
about
free.
that.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, just little things. This sounds
Totally.
dumb, but if you pull back and like really think about it, like
Yes.
we're talking about, it's pretty special. But favor follows us. That's what we say.
Yes, favor follows us.
Yes,
Yeah.
because we're constantly pouring out. That's what our heart is. Our
Yes.
heart is pouring out.
Yep, totally.
So yeah, we were at the Yeti store in Austin, and we were just walking around. Jordy and I couldn't choose which Yeti to get. I mean, hilarious.
First world problems.
For an 8-week-old. She can't even drink yet. But when she does, she's got it. But we couldn't decide between pink or purple, and it was hilarious. So long story short, I don't know if it was the owner or one of their workers. He was like, I really think you should get the pink. And we were like, what? He's like, no, I just really, and he was kind of like looking at me like, get the pink. And I was like, why is he doing this? And then I was putting it together, and he's like, I want to buy this for you guys. I want to get her first
Oh.
Yeti. Didn't even know us, but he
No
just said,
way.
some people, he said, we're able to give one Yeti out a day, and some people just stick out to you, and I want to give it to Billy. So
Wow.
it was the sweetest thing. I was overwhelmed, but that's just another.
You're reaping your generous
Mhm.
kindness, your
Yes.
your generous words, your generous encouragement.
Yes.
And we say to our kids all the time, like, I mean, now we say to Billy, but I say to
Yeah.
my kids, literally watch.
Yeah.
Just watch. When you are kind,
Yes.
it will be returned to you in
Mhm.
ways it'll surprise you
Yes,
sometimes.
Absolutely.
I was just telling Paisley the other day, we were at La La Land.
Yeah.
And we went to Sephora and then we went to La La Land. She'd never tried it before. So I'm
Mhm.
like, let's go get a cup of coffee.
Cute.
And she wanted to try something. I was just to the workers, like doing what we do. Hi, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. Like, you're
Mhm.
so amazing. How's your day going? And talking with her. She was just chatting away with us. And then we got to the counter. Her drink was ready. And I was like, thank y'all so much. Like, you're such a blessing. We loved it. We loved being here. I was getting pictures and videos. And she was like, do you guys want to take some pastries and cake and cookies home? And I'm like, what? She goes, no, literally come over and just choose whatever you want. You can have any of this. Load it out. And Paisley was like, well, I have 2 little brothers. And she goes, take it all. Take it home to
Wow.
them. And Paisley looked at me and she goes, Favor follows you. I said, Favor follows us.
Yes.
Because you're generous with your
Mhm.
words and your time. Like, it's
Pour
sad.
out.
It's sad that it's rare.
I
It's
know.
sad that people are not used to it. Like, this girl's
Yes.
looking at me like, are you okay?
Totally.
I can't believe you're being kind to me. But it's
Yeah.
crazy.
It is.
Okay, so what is the difference between giving because you feel obligated versus giving from a grateful heart? Oh, you got to check yourself all the time.
Wow. It's all about the posture.
It is.
Your
Yep.
posture of your heart, the posture
Yep.
of your heart, because it can so easily be, like I said, I mean, it kind of goes along with the previous question, but it is all about the heart. Where is your heart? And do you really want to? Billy agrees with that. Do you agree? And now I'm like squirrel momenting it when I heard her.
Do you agree?
Do you agree? I heard her cry, but where were we at?
The posture of your heart.
Yeah, the posture of your heart. And I think, yeah, that's really all it winds down to.
And you're going to have to do it when you don't feel it.
Exactly. And
You
also,
absolutely have to do it when you don't feel it. So
And-
it's not, because it can seem like, okay, you're super generous.
yes,
Oh, you must always just want to be giving. I literally
No.
don't want to do that all
Yeah.
the time.
you have to act in the
You
opposite spirit
have to.
because the enemy is just, he's on the other shoulder of the Lord and your convictions. He's just saying,
Yep.
don't
He-
give, keep
Yep.
it. You can't afford that. You can't do this. And you're like, wait a minute.
Yep.
No. So you do have to keep so focused and determined to be generous. Like you
Yeah.
have to work at it because
Yes.
it's not just an easy thing. It's not
Right.
natural.
Yep.
But it can become natural if
It
you
can.
constantly get into that place.
Yes. In every area. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of small things. I'll go through my phone. Okay, God, who do you want me to send? I'm going to send Starbucks gift cards to this
Yes.
person. I'm going to send some Apple Cash to this somebody. I'm
Mhm.
going to cash up this person because I know I have got to continually challenge myself
Yeah.
in a place of generosity.
Yes.
Or I'm going to crazy tip this person because I know I have to because the Bible tells you
Yeah.
that money will have a hold of your heart.
Absolutely.
And I do not want it to have a hold of my heart.
Right.
I want it.
Kind
I
of
want
does
to,
mine.
We're working on it. We're all a work in progress.
Uh,
And there's also like nobody wants to be without. And
Yeah.
there's that huge fear of
yeah.
if I give, what is going to happen?
Yes.
And what, like if I give beyond my
Yeah.
means, what's going to happen?
Right.
But honestly, he always, always,
Yes.
always comes through
Yeah.
and always blesses
Yeah.
in so many ways.
Right.
So,
And I think it boils down to truly trusting him. Because if you're not trusting him, like you have to be able to trust, because if not, you will get into a place of fear. Step into a place of fear if you're not fully like, okay, God, you have this, I'm giving. I don't want to really,
right.
but I'm going to. And you're placed into that position of trust. And I think that's huge for everybody trying to become more generous is like, okay, how much do I trust God? And there is a fine line too,
Yes.
because you can't just roll away all your money if you don't
That's what I
have
want
it.
to do.
Yeah. Go.
I'm like, Brent, can we bless this person on the credit card?
Oh my goodness.
And then there's voices of wisdom.
There is a balance, absolutely. And I think also too, getting on the same page as your spouse, because a lot of times, I want to give, or like if Jordy and I wouldn't be on the same page, that would be a really, really challenging situation. So you have to talk with your spouse, get on the same page. And what Jordy and I do is I told him we don't budget generosity. We just don't.
Come on.
And-
say that again. That is really good.
We don't budget generosity. And we have said that from the beginning of our marriage.
Yes,
I said, if
that's so
you feel led
good.
to give someone, give.
Yeah.
I don't care how much, just give. And for myself as included, because then I'm like, oh, it's not in the budget. Well, it shouldn't be, because if God's calling us to give, it doesn't matter, for me,
Right.
I'm like, okay, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So, and it's hard. It's really hard.
It is, yeah.
Because you want to be in control. We want to have that, control over our budget and our money. But as we let go, you cannot get filled if you're not emptying out. You can't, because there's no room. So for me, I'm like, just empty out so that we can be filled.
Right, absolutely. And I think if there's people in your life that you have a hard time with or struggle with, bless them.
Yes.
Not just with your words. Oh, I'm sorry. Here's Billy. I'm going to let Binker talk.
Billy's struggling a little bit, and Auntie has her, not me, of course. But yeah, absolutely. If you're struggling with somebody, the best way is to bless them, and you will get rewarded no matter what. Like, you will. And even if it's not right away, too. Sometimes it comes a little bit later, and sometimes you won't see it or actually notice it. But God will return the favor to you. And think about this, like, He's providing for you. Like, He will provide. And I remember when I was in nursing school and we were just on Jordy's income. And again, he's a barber. So, days would be busy. And then the next day he wouldn't have any clients. And it was just really stressful for me because I do our budget. So I was like, this is stressing me out. But we were placed into a position of fully relying on God to provide for him. And God just showed up. We have never paid interest on a credit card. We have never gone to that place. And
that is insane.
It's wild. So I graduated school with no debt. And I was just like, man, that was all God. Like, He provided every penny. It's just, and sometimes it got so close. I was like, I'm feeling so tight financially. And God would just come through, and He never let us struggle.
Yes.
It was just so amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I love that.
Really, really special.
So what would you say are some small ways to be generous? What are simple ways that you can bless people in everyday life? Because some of us, not all of us, are able to just give $100 here and there. But what are simple ways we bless people? How do we show up for people?
Yeah, for sure. I think, like you said earlier, the Starbucks gift card, I think, is the simplest, most easy way to bless somebody. And it's the thought that counts. If I just sent, even Binker, if I sent her a gift card, $5, I got your coffee today, you would be so happy, right?
I would be so happy.
Seriously,
Can you do it?
Yes,
I would be so happy
right now. But it's just on your phone. Today we can literally. It's wow. I totally lost my.
It's easy to give.
It's easy to give,
yes.
And everything is just at our fingertips. We can I can click 2 buttons and a Starbucks card is sent to her.
Yep.
Or my favorite is flowers. I love just drop flowers on someone's porch randomly and tell them you're thinking about them. Just little things like new moms, it's super easy just to drop it off on their porch or anything. Or even a handwritten note. Super easy. Write a note. Seriously. Put it on someone's porch. It is so simple.
You wrote me a note the other day when you left me an outfit on my bed. It meant a ton to me. It was just so simple, but it meant so much to me.
Totally. Yeah. Just those little things.
Be intentional with kindness.
Be intentional. Yes.
We just have to be intentional. I really try to say, every day, I want to be the nicest person that people meet.
Yes.
I just, let's just make that a goal.
Literally.
That, hey, today I'm going to be the nicest person that anybody ever meets. Now, some days I have to handle business. And when I have to handle business, I do get a little intense. But at the end of the day, that is the goal. I want to be the nicest person and the most encouraging person that anybody ever meets. I want people to think I got to hang out with Casey so I can be encouraged, or you know what I mean?
Totally.
That is the way we should live. So
absolutely.
So this week we are going to challenge all of our listeners to find one way to give something away.
Yes.
And it does not have to be money. It could be, maybe you got an abundance of product, an abundance of clothes, an abundance of, you fill in the blank. Maybe you got a gift card or a special reward or something. Give it away. I just got blessed with something the other week, and I showed Paisley. I said, Paisley, this is not just for me. We're going to go bless people with it, because I want to make sure that I am constantly challenging myself to give. So make sure this week, everybody find a way that you can give something away, your time, your kindness, your resources, encouragement, and just watch what happens. Yes. What goes around comes around.
Yes.
If you need it, give it.
Absolutely.
Think about it. If you need it, you gotta give it.
Absolutely.
And watch it come back to you.
And you never know what blessing is around the corner.
Yes.
Because if you give and you're like, we're tight, you never know. The next day somebody could be giving you a grace. Who knows?
Yes, you
it's
don't know.
It's happened to me so many times that I'm like, why did I doubt? You know?
Exactly. So we are not just blessed to keep it for ourselves. We are blessed to be a blessing We do not budget generosity.
Yes.
We should be the kindest, most encouraging people that anybody meets. And what goes around comes around. If you
Yes.
need it, give it. We should constantly be giving out
Yes.
encouragement, kindness, and blessing to others.
Absolutely.
Okay. So
Think that's
guys, bless it.
Bless it.
For now, we are
No
No Gloss.